So you've come through and you're ready to watch this web class. Let's get started. So what to expect in this web class, an introduction. I'm Berry and I'm going to be taking you through this 15 to 20 minute webinar. I'm going to be speaking about the products that we work with online. I'm going to be talking about the earnings, what you can earn in this online nourished business model. I'm going to be talking about the support and training that you will receive working with me as your mentor. And I'm going to talk about the next steps. So you've come through, you've watched this web class, what do you do afterwards? Step one, you're here, and I look forward to spending the next 15 to 20 minutes with you. So about me, I'm going to keep this really short because it's actually not too much about me. This is more about you and what I can offer you. But I do obviously want you to know who your host is and who you're connecting with today. So I'm Berry. I live in the Northern Rivers with my son. I'm a full-time outdoor mama. We travel a lot. We move around a lot in our bus. We live on land. We're off-grid, grow all our own food, have our own chickens, and live a really beautiful, nourished life here by the river and the oceans. So it wasn't always this way though. Let me tell you that this business has completely transformed my life and many others, but it's completely transformed my life, and I am the healthiest, the happiest, and the most time rich I've ever been. So rewind a few years. Where was I? I was burnt out. I was stagnant. I was 30K in debt. I spent most of my 20s traveling. I spent most of my 20s, I was working FIFO, so working 84-hour weeks. I would save up, make a heap of money, go traveling, spend it all, come home broke, and would repeat that cycle. I also have been to uni a few times, and then I would be like, I've got to go to uni to get the degree, and then I'd be like, this isn't for me, and I'd drop out, and all of that type of stuff. I was very stagnant. I was like, is this all there is? Surely there is more to life than this. So I was working multiple jobs. I started my own traditional business. I had my activewear and swimwear brand for about 6 years there, but I didn't really know how to turn that into a profitable business either. I didn't know about business plans or networking or marketing or anything like that. So yes, I learned a lot in that business, but ultimately it wasn't going to provide me with the freedom that I wanted either in my life. So I also had a lot of scarcity narratives to rewrite from childhood. I watched my parents, who had 5 children, give everything to their children, and then ultimately combust the relationship due ultimately to financial reasons and the stress that comes with all of that. So when I became a mother, that's when I started this business. I was like, if I'm having this child, I'm going to give him an amazing childhood, and I'm going to give me an amazing motherhood. And I'm going to rewrite the narrative that I grew up with. And I've been able to do that again, thanks to this business. So some of my core values, and if you resonate with this, I'm glad you're here, is freedom, health, and joy. That's what I like. That's me in a nutshell. I also love having fun. I also love personal growth. I also love expansion, all of that type of stuff. But ultimately it comes down to the freedom and the choice, health, because without your health, what do you have? And then joy, because for me, that's the whole purpose of being alive as well. So let's get into it. So what are the products that we're working with online? These are the 4 main products that we work with. And we've got, I'm just going to give a little brief run through of each of them. We've got the K8 water ionizer. So this is an ionizer, commonly mistaken for a filter. It does have a filter in it, but its filter is not the predominant purpose of it. It's an ionizer. So what an ionizer is it takes regular water and it puts molecular hydrogen into it. And that's where all the therapeutic benefits come from. When you hear people talk about water ionization, it's from the molecular hydrogen. And molecular hydrogen is a very powerful and selective antioxidant which combats anything inflammation related. So oxidative stress, which is like aging or like, stressful environments, coffee, acidic, things like that, comes with oxidative stress. And the molecular hydrogen targets that, and also anything like inflammation related in the body. So that's where most people will get disease or stress from, is the inflammation. So having this water every day just like really helps with that. It's all drinking water, and there's also 7 different types of waters that it makes, ranging from 2.5 pH to 11.5 pH, and you can use those various pHs to replace all the cleaning products in your home or the beauty products in your home. So if you care about health and sustainability, you can cut out a heap of toxic plastic wrapped things in your home as well and save a bunch of money. The second product is the Anespa shower filter and remineralization system. So essentially what this product is doing is replicating a Japanese hot spring. So I don't know if you've been in a Japanese hot spring, but you get out, your hair's really nice, skin's really nice, you're feeling good, nails are good. That's what this water does. It removes all the chlorine, it remineralizes the water, and you're left feeling like you've just been in a Japanese hot spring. You've got the Ukon turmeric products. So they've got a soap a tea, or these capsules here. You can choose which one you would like. And again, the turmeric is well known for its anti-inflammatory properties. So period pains, muscle cramps. I gave a heap to my dad when he just had his knee reconstruction, stuff like that. Again, targeting anything inflammation related in the body. And then you've got the M-Guard EMF protection. So the M-Guard is, you know, everything. It's EMFs everywhere in our world these days, and it's like the silent, invisible pollutant. So you can't see it, but it's there. You know, you log onto your Wi-Fi and there's like how many beams crossing all around you. And especially for children's like brain skulls aren't as developed as adults, and they are 10 times more susceptible to EMF pollutants than our adult brains, skulls and bones. So yeah, you plug in the EMF, it's portable. EMF M-Guard, it's a portable device. You can take it on planes with you. You can take it on trains with you. You can put it in your Wi-Fi box at home. You can, you know, if you've got laptops, anything like that around, you can have that, and it just creates a harmonic resonance for your home. So they're the health products, the incredible and life-changing and medically certified in Japan health products that we're working with. And now let's go into the company who makes them. So the company that makes all these beautiful products are a company called Enagic. Enagic is in Japan. I went and visited the headquarters last year, and it's a really beautiful company. They're over 50 years old now. They're $1 billion company. They're debt-free. And you know how these things that are made in Japan are just like better quality? They put a lot of intention into these products that they make. They've got a lot of the gold star certification here. They have everything made in-house from start to finish by the one person. They're not outsourcing, you know, a piece from here and a piece from there. They've got everything. The same manufacturer from start to finish is making the same product. So that's called the original manufacturer OEM certification. Yeah, so all made from start to finish with the one person. And they're really beautiful, heart-led global company with a really beautiful vision. And what their vision is creating true health around the world. So true health consisting of their 3 pillars, which is physical health, financial health, and emotional health. So without your physical health, you have nothing, right? Like, what good is all the money and accolades in the world if you don't have your health? You need to look after your physical health. And this is what these products do, is they help you with the water you're putting in your body. Like, we are water beings. The water we put in our body is so important. It doesn't take much knowing to tap into that. And the water we're drinking in, the water we're bathing in, you know, if you're going to drink good water, it makes sense to be bathing in good water too. EMF, scarred, inflammation, all of that. So true health, physical. Financial health. What good is your physical health if you're constantly stressing about money? You know, I see a lot of people who have, or on the flip side of that, you see a lot of people who have great financial health, but they're time poor. You know, they're on the clock, they're constantly working, they've got the big salary, but they never get to see their kids. So that's where it kind of ties into the emotional health. So this vision helps people create wellness across those 3 pillars: physical, financial, and emotional. And I think the emotional part of it comes when you are happy, when you are nourished, when you have time freedom, which is what I'm all about, which is what my vision is about and what I've been able to create through this business. I'm completely time free. I'm emotionally happy and healthy and the most nourished I've ever been. I'm financially the most nourished I've ever been in my entire adult life. And my physical health as well. The ripple effect of drinking this water and having these products in my life has, you know, impacted everything. And what my vision is with this is to help people have choice, to help people have time freedom, to buy back their time. Like, I have run other businesses in the past, which, yes, I was like my own boss and working for myself, all that type of stuff, but I was still just ultimately working a job. You know, I was working a lot of hours just for myself. So being able to buy back and leverage my time has been incredible. You know, I don't ask the boss for when I go and take my son on a 3-week bus trip. I don't have to ask the boss when I book an overseas trip 10 days in advance. I have the money to go and book an overseas trip 10 days in advance to take my son wherever we go. And that, of course, plays into my emotional health and feeling really free, which is, again, one of my values. So I've been able to be nourished, and my whole thing here since becoming a mum, again, becoming a mother wasn't on my radar. Maybe it is on yours, maybe it isn't, maybe it's in your future, who knows? But being able to, if you want that choice, to be nourished in motherhood, to actually enjoy your motherhood, and to be able to gift your children or future children an unrushed childhood as well. I'm really passionate about having unrushed childhood, nourished motherhood, and being vital, whether you're a mother or not, that's kind of irrelevant. But if you want to feel vital in your life, you need your life force to feel alive, essentially, and to have purpose, to have forward momentum, to feel like you are put on this planet for a reason, more than like, is this all there is? Working the same day in, day out, the same life, week after week, the same month, you know, just repeating those cycles. So having purpose, feeling like you are having a positive impact on those around you. And that's what I'm doing here. And that's what I'm sharing with you, an option to do that too. So let's talk about the earning potential. This is just a very brief overview. And should you choose to learn more about this, then I will obviously share more about it with you. But I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what is possible here. So, okay, just have my son come out. Okay, so earning potential here in high ticket sales, which is what we're working with. These prices are in AUD. So I'm going to speak about that. But if you are in America or Canada or Europe, I've got charts and information on all of that too. So I'm more than happy to share that with you. So let's talk about what happens when you make one sale working with our quad. There's a few ways you can get started as well. And I also want to, again, this is a brief overview, and I'll go more into this in depth with you at a later point in the process. But you can, you can sell one product at a time. You can sell 3 products at a time. You can sell 4, you can sell 5, you can sell 6. So you can actually earn a whole lot more than what I'm sharing with you here. But why I'm speaking about the quad is because it is our most common way that people get started, and the most common package that people tend to sell as well. And what that is it's 2 K8 ionizers, 1 Anespa shower filter, and the Ukon turmeric product. You can also mix this up if you wanted to switch out a K8 ionizer with an M guard, if you wanted to have the 4 products. So you've got 1 of each, or you can add on an M guard as well. But what the 2 water machines is so that you've got a loaner machine. So when you have a loaner machine, you get to, someone's like interested in the product, you can loan it out to them for 3 or 4 weeks. And then when you take it back, they're like, oh my goodness, the difference in the way that I feel from drinking this water. I need one of those machines. So if you get started with the quad from your first sale, which is 1A, so in between your first 2 sales, you're earning $1,050 from your very first sale. As you go up, you move through the ranks. How many sales have you done? You get better at your job, you get promoted, and you're going to earn more. So I'm just going to move my little face up there so you can see the numbers. But when you're at 6A earnings, which is what I'm at in this business, after some years in the business. So I've been in the business now I've been using the products for 5 years, but I've probably only been doing the business seriously and full time for like the past 3 years. But anyway, that is where I'm at, is 6A earnings. So when I make one quad sale, $6,300, pretty amazing. Hey, if you are at, 5A and you do 2 sales in the month, you have had an extra 10K land in your account. What would you do with an extra 10K coming in right now? How would that support you? How would that nourish you? What options would that create? So again, it's super exciting. I haven't even gotten too much into the passive income side of things, which is a whole nother incredible side of it once you're established. But this is a very brief overview. So if you want to screenshot this, get excited about what's possible, I've seen people make sales before their first products even arrive at their house from being shipped. It's really exciting what is possible here. So billions of people are on social media. How cool is that? And that's who we can be talking to. You've connected with me on social media, even though I'm currently sitting in my lounge room by myself at home, or I work a lot from my front deck in my undies. It's great. So there's billions of people on social media, because often people are like, but who would I sell to? And it's like, the billions of people that you can access from the palm of your hands. And how you can access them is, so what I help you do and help you build, and our community and training help you build, is your personal brand. What's a personal brand? It's a fancy way of saying showing up as yourself online, or if you don't feel like you want to show up as yourself online, if you want to do faceless or just talk about the product, there's a few ways you can market this. So you can talk just about the product. You love clean water, you love health, you love sustainability. Cool, go and talk about that, share that with people. Or you can do a bit more lifestyle marketing. You know, I do market my lifestyle. I do spend most of the days in the garden or at the river or surfing or traveling or doing whatever else I want. And so I get to market that. It's really easy for me, you know, to go to the beach for 4 hours and take a 7-second video and then work's done for the day. So you can market your lifestyle if that's what you choose, or you can do a bit of both, you know. And I often sometimes people go, oh, but my life isn't like, you know, aesthetically pleasing or whatever. It's like, that's irrelevant. There's many people who, you know, are doing this to get out of the corporate world or to whatever, and they can talk about that as their lifestyle, and that is relatable. So all that type of stuff I'm going to help you with. I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself there. Another thing you can do if you want to is run ads. So you can do organic marketing, which is more the personal branding side of things, or you can run paid ads, which is having people come to you. So if you're like, who would I sell to? Who would I market to? Run ads and have those billions of people come to your inbox saying, hey, can you tell me more about this? And then you reply with the information. It's also a really cool way you can have your business running 24/7 for you in the background while you sleep. All about that work smarter, not harder concept. So you're already online. It's your choice how you're going to use this time. Are you creating a beautiful life for yourself and your family or future family, or are you consuming? You're already on here. How are you using your time? And then build it up to the point where you can create that really beautiful passive income, so you are nourished, so you are free, so you have choice, so you have that true health across the board, across those 3 pillars. Let's talk about the investment quickly, just so you are aware. So yes, this is a business. You are going to invest in a business startup, but not like a traditional business, you know. I just spoke with a woman who is selling her traditional business. It's a health food shop, and this was last week I was chatting with her, and she's selling her business for $200,000. This business is between $7,000 and $22,000 AUD. So there's a sliding scale of what you can invest in, whether it's a single machine up to the quad, the 5-pack, or the 6-pack. So that's the sliding scale of what you're looking at. Yes, as a business startup, this is a business, and you're going to either be in maybe 2 categories here of being like, wow, that's really incredible that I can start an uncapped, unlimited earning potential business for 20 grand. How cool, you know, where it's a traditional brick and mortar business, you're looking at 200, 300, 400, 500K of renting a space, of paying staff, of setting up all the initial overheads. When I had my activewear business, you know, I spent 20K just on buying fabric and getting it printed before I even had the samples made, let alone any of the other stuff done. So you make your investment back within 4 sales, which is really cool. Make your investment back within 4 sales, you've totally cleared your investment, and everything past that point is profitable. It is a highly profitable business with very low risk in the big scheme of things. If you are then also like, well, actually 7 to 22K is a lot for me, which is how I was when I first started this business. I was like, that's more than my car cost at that point in my life. I had not invested that much money before into anything. And now I thankfully have, thanks to this business, I've been able to grow and make bigger investments and normalize that and make it feel safe in my nervous system to invest in myself. But if you are in the like, okay, that is quite a stretch for me right now, that's okay. A lot of people don't have 7 to 22K spare lying around. If they did, they may not be looking at ways to earn an income online and to change their financial situation and all of that stuff. So good news is I've helped lots of people get started with this boat as well, in this boat as well. And you've got affordable financing options from around $60 to $140 per week. So that is so exciting and cool to me that you can finance this business for, you know, cut out your Netflix subscription. Maybe you don't go to the cafe so much for, like, you sacrifice for that year while you're building your business. You don't go to the cafe. You don't maybe stop buying cocktails. You know, where can you cut back $60 to $140 a week so that you can invest in your future, so that in a few years' time, your life looks completely different. So that's the initial investment. We'll talk more about this at a later date, but I just wanted you to have a brief overview of what the business startup looks like, and remind you that, yeah, make your investment back within 4 sales and super affordable financing options for any budget. So let's talk quickly about the support and training that's going to be available to you too, with our online incredible training platform called the Online Ripple Effect. That's a photo from one of the last meetups, which was in San Diego. So all around the world now, we do incredible meetups. The next one's happening in Maui in February. Last year's one was in Japan. It's so cool being able to travel around the world and claim it as a business expense. And of course, to be able to meet up with all these incredible people as well. I love the online work. I love that I can sit on my deck and build a 6-figure business. And I love that I get to meet these people in real life as well. So support and training, there's the Online Ripple Effect platform, which has everything you need to know as a total beginner to go through and pop out the other side feeling confident and resourced to create your next steps and move forward. So we've got a 6-week business launch, which is highly valuable in there. It's got mindset training, money mindset, all about your products, all about how to get set up, all about if you want to run ads or how to market your social media or who you're talking to online or, you know, are you going to do Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, all that type of stuff is in there. You go through there. It's a self-paced course. I've had people go through gung-ho and finish it in 10 days, had other people take 6 months to do it. So it's your totally call, your pace you go through that with, but it is designed as a 6-week business launch course. Mentorship chat, so any support you need in there, wins and ranks ups. We do weekly mentorship calls and training calls in there, and there's all past calls are recorded. So you can go through there and learn from people who have, again, totally transformed their health and their finances and their life with this beautiful product and business. And you can go through and learn from them and apply the same stuff and duplicate it in your own life. So, or I always say, like, success leaves clues, you know, if I can do this, you can do this. And that's how I got into this as well. I was like, well, if she can do it, I can do it, right? So yeah. You also then get access to me as your direct mentor. So I hold fortnightly group mentorships for my people who I work with, who work with me, who choose to work with me, who I choose to work with them. And we jump on there and just connect every fortnight. So any questions, anything you need help with or support with, that comes through there as well. We've got weekly live training, the 24-hour chats in those community platforms. And then you've got the beautiful community side of it. So again, I actually was not really looking for community, I didn't think, when I started this. And it's been such a beautiful bonus to connect with like-minded people all around the world who are, you know, that product of who you surround yourself with. Okay, so if you want to be healthy and wealthy and happy and hot, surround yourself with those people who are doing the same things and watch how you start speaking and thinking and acting similarly and you calibrate yourself to that level of success. So proximity matters, you know. When I first started this business, when I had my first, like, you know, 6-figure year, I was like, wow, I had a 6-figure year, which, yes, was really cool and a really cool achievement for me. And then I went and saw my mentor in this business go and celebrate her first 6-figure day. And I was like, I've been playing too small. And that's why proximity matters. And she's expanded that for me to show me that that's possible. And I've gone, okay, well, if it's possible for her, it's possible for me. And then I get to move forwards towards that as well. And that's a really cool part of surrounding yourself with people who have already created what it is you desire. Okay, so let's finish up here. Thank you so much for your time. The next steps. So there's 2 options here that you're going to do after you finish this call. 1, you do nothing. 2, you do something. Option 1, you do nothing. It actually does not impact me too much or / at all if you choose to do nothing. I'm going to carry on living my beautiful life. I'm going to carry on mentoring beautiful people who do choose to do option 2, and I'm going to carry on with my path. It doesn't affect me too much in the big scheme of things if you do nothing, but it does make a big impact on you if you choose to do nothing. Your life will stay the same, which again is okay if that's what you want, and you'll carry on. And you'll say, maybe later, maybe next week, maybe next year, whatever it may be, you'll stay in your comfort zone, which is designed to keep you safe and in the know. Or option 2, you do something. You follow the next steps. You go, success leaves clues. You go, if she can, I can. You go, I'm going to do something and get uncomfortable and take that action to do something different so that I get a different result from what I've currently created. So what is option 2? What is do something? Let's talk about it. So you're going to fill in a short job form application. This is just a few simple questions for me just to see where you're at and give me an idea of if we actually are a fit for working together and if I think that you are ready to move forward into the next step, which is booking a connect call with me, which is where you actually start to access me on a personal level. This is a recording so that I'm not repeating myself 50 times a day. So that you're going to book in a connect call, and that's where we have a one-on-one conversation and connect in real time. Then you're also going to join the free community section of our training platform, which is where you can jump into the Online Ripple Effect and get a feel for this community. Watch some more videos on the different products and the investments and all that stuff and start to get a bit of a deeper understanding. But this is the initial steps if you choose to do something with this. And explore if this is for you. You know, as I said, I can hand on heart say that this business has completely transformed my life, health, finances, emotional well-being, motherhood experience, my child's experience, my children now's experience of life. all thanks to this business. And I'm so excited to have my free time. I'm so excited to help you buy back your time and your health and your vitality if you choose to do something